The YIMBYs are taking over the Democratic Party. YIMBY, which stands for Yes in My Backyard, is a growing movement gaining significant traction within the Democratic Party, particularly in urban and coastal areas where housing is at crisis levels. Their rise represents a major ideological and generational shift in the Democratic Party, especially on issues of housing policy, economic development, and energy and environmental priorities. The YIMBYs at their core argue that housing affordability is a supply problem, that cities and coastal states are just simply not building enough housing to meet growing demand. That we're not building enough housing, especially in high opportunity, transit-rich areas. And their main goals include four things. One, upzoning, that we should allow for denser housing like apartment units and ADUs, especially in currently zoned single-family housing areas. Two, that we need to streamline development by cutting the red tape and bureaucracy when it comes to housing, whether that's bureaucratic delays or environmental reviews or veto points that slow or kill housing projects. Three, that we need to be building more, especially near transit areas, encouraging development near public transportation to reduce car dependence and carbon emissions as a result of that. And four, that we need a belief that we need more market rate housing to relieve pressure and prevent displacement. And this last one is the big shift in the Democratic Party from the traditional housing advocacy that focused solely on subsidies and public housing. Now, traditionally, Democrats have been the party of tenant protections and rent control and public housing, and the NIMBYs are saying all of that is good, except that that is creating cities that are inherently anti-growth in practice, that that protects low-density zoning that's exclusionary, environmentally harmful, and economically regressive. And the YIMBYs have had some real policy success in towns in cities in California, in Minneapolis, in Oregon, Washington State, and Montana, where all these areas are now upzoning currently zoned single-family housing. This is a new coalition, but they are receiving pushback from the left. The traditional left and the Democratic Socialists are saying that the YIMBYs are inherently too market-friendly, that they're, by just building more, especially luxury units, they're not protecting vulnerable tenants or addressing the speculative aspect of building in general that the real estate market tends to have. So the traditional left says that we should be pushing for rent control and subsidies and tenant protections, while the YIMBYs in the Democratic Party are saying, no, we just need to be building more housing supply. Regardless of where this falls out, they have made massive gains in the Democratic Party, where just about every Democrat is now saying that regardless of tenant protections and public housing, the main goal for the Democratic Party should be about building more housing. And so in that regard, the YIMBYs have already won.